Hey guys, so I basically just finished going through the video, doing the finishing editing at the very beginning, like I said I was gonna do, getting the fades, and I realized the terrible amount of screaming that happened in this one that I didn't realize, so you know, you've been warned, so if you're using headphones, just don't listen to it too loudly. Some points we get quiet, some points we're literally screaming. I just figured I'd let you know. Anyway, let's get back to the podcast. Hello, welcome back to another Unbearable podcast. I'm here with StudioOrchid again.
Hi.
It's only you.
Only me. I'm the only one who's willing to do this.
I mean, I got Keith, Dorky Animations one time. He said he'd be willing to do it again.
But here I am.
Here you are. And last time, we said, we're back. I don't remember how long ago that was.
I don't know. But it's okay, because we're here now.
We're here now.
And that's all that matters. We're here now.
All that matters.
I'm offended that you invited someone other than me.
I've been trying to get Phil to join, but he needs a script.
That never goes well. Especially because it's almost worse because he wants a script, but he would go so off script.
He would. 'Cause he's just saying, though, like, well, either you're going to get me not talking well, or...
No matter what, he doesn't
You're
talk
going
well.
to get me... That's exactly what I said. It's like, Phil, you know that, like, if I give you a script, which it's not going to sound good because it's going to sound scripted.
Yeah.
That he's just going to be there, like...
What does this say?
Yeah, because I have terrible handwriting.
That's
And
fair.
even if I type it out, I don't want to give him, like, a script. I'd want to give him, like, bullet points of, here's what we talk about. And that will still freak him out.
Yeah, you guys just wait. If Phil ever comes on a podcast, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Let's see. He was on the first one, right? Of the game that you guys played, right?
Yeah.
But also
He was the one who made the very first joke that I'm not going to say on the podcast.
I was just barely thinking about it. I obviously, because it's weird to go back and watch your own videos, I was just barely thinking about it. Didn't you used to, when you did the introduction for the podcast, didn't you always say something like, or did you just put in the description of, like, totally uncut because you were just too lazy to edit it?
Yeah, it was, I think, both in the first episode and in the description.
And then I was like, that's not gonna last. Like, especially because...
Well, I don't cut the podcast. I cut out the beginning part where I, like,
Keep
do,
messing
like, well, that's different. That's startups, like, trying to get, like, a good opening.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, and I'll cut out the part where I'm, like, starting it up and there's not really much of anything going on. Like how in this one I did the 1, 2, 3 mark. That's what I'm cutting out. After that, everything stays.
Yeah. I was actually watching a podcast the other day, and it made me laugh because it was two guys, and one of the guys, like, had to leave for a second because somebody rang his doorbell or whatever. And the guy whose actual video was that knew he was going to edit it, he was like, I'm just going to keep talking because I don't feel like editing this at all.
Honestly,
so
exactly. If someone comes in this room right now, I don't care. You're hearing
them. No.
For all I know, one of us could be getting yelled at.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter. It's going up anyway.
Yeah, it can be more entertaining. No, that guy literally was just like, la-da-doo-da-doo, because he, like, was running out of stuff to say without his friend there. It was...
Honestly, I can tell you right now, that is what about halfway into this video is going to be. I was just going...
So...
What can we talk about?
Because this is very unscripted. We seriously, like, sometimes we'll have topics that we specifically want to discuss, and there's other times that we literally sit down, do a test, and then go, all right, let's do it.
As you can tell from the rest of them, such as the one I called multitasking, I believe, which, if anyone saw that, they probably thought, you know, like, oh, they're going to have some sort of discussion on multitasking.
No.
I was uploading a video while making that one, so I was not paying attention.
And I was half asleep because it was, like, 12 o'clock or something?
12, and yeah, because we ended at, like, 1:30.
Yeah, and if you don't know me, I am in bed by 11. I'm asleep by 11:30 at the latest, and if I'm not, I don't function. Like, at all.
Oh, yeah. So, to what we normally attempt to talk about on this podcast, what are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? For the virus to be over.
Oh, for sure. COVID-19.
COVID-19. It has been so... It's not even necessarily like...
It's Corona time.
I mean, we're both pretty... I mean, like, we go out of the house relatively often, but it's also not a huge deal for us to stay in the house because we are introverts at heart. But I think the biggest thing for me has, like, sometimes, like, not being able to go to the store and, like, grab a snack if I really need to. Like, there's so many stores that close early.
Yeah, we went to...
You know...
So, we do this in Harmon's. Harmon's is not... Or, like, we went to Harmon's the other day. Harmon's is only a Utah exclusive place. And we've only lived in Utah, like, our whole lives.
Yeah.
So, we are quite Harmon's kind of people.
We are.
We went to Harmon's... It was last night, right?
Yes.
Or the night before.
It was last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Hopefully.
It might have been.
Yeah, because I remember I got the cookies and I've already had 2 slots of them and I was really ashamed of it.
I've already finished mine.
Ooh.
I finished mine this morning, though.
Oh, yeah. I've done, like, 2 of the slots and then, like, a couple from the 3rd slot. I feel less ashamed now.
Yeah. Well, I finished mine this morning and they're, like, 5 slots, but they're, like, you know, like this long of slots.
Yeah.
Plus, mine has less cookies than yours.
By, like, 5 or something.
Yeah, it's still 5.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah. So we got there. Not even that late. It was like.
It was
8 at the latest.
It wasn't even that late. It was
maybe
like
6.
Because it was like getting dark, but it wasn't dark yet. So
I think it was 7.
I think it was 6.
No, because we had already eaten dinner and.
Had we? You sure?
I think so.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
What did we have for dinner last night?
I don't even remember.
What did we have? Did I eat dinner?
We had...
Yesterday was...
Food.
We had soup. We had soup. That's right. We did, because we had to leave the house, but you weren't done with dinner yet.
Yeah. So it was 7.
It's probably...
Because I remember...
It was closer to 8.
It was 7. I remember when we got back, I looked at the clock and it was 7.
That's fair.
So, anyway, we got there. It was around 6:30 that we got there because time to walk around and come back. Anyway, so we got there at like 6:30 and there's a lady who left and she was just like, "Yep, they're closed." Yeah. And we were just kind of like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah. So we just had to run to Target and they were like out of a ton of stuff too. Like they were just empty. And even though it doesn't really affect me because as Thomas just mentioned, we live in Utah. But the fact that Disneyland is closed hurts my heart.
You want to know what's really funny? Utahns, stupid name, but it's our name, are bigger fans of Disneyland than California, I've learned.
That's not necessarily true because it's like a meme now that Californians move to Utah. And I was talking to some Californians the other day, and actually it was a couple months ago, like a year ago, besides the point. They're telling me that there's 2 kinds of people in California. The people who hate Disney and the people who literally think Walt Disney was a god. I feel like Utahns are like, you know.
Utahns are, oh, you're going on vacation? Cool. It's got to be Disneyland. Or a cruise.
That's true.
Sometimes it's a Disney cruise.
I want to go on a Disney cruise so bad. I've never gone on a cruise, but I've gone to Disneyland more times than I can count. It's actually not true because I always think that because I've gone a lot, but we usually only
How old are you?
But we've missed a couple years. I was going to say, but we go usually every year, but sometimes we go more than once a year and sometimes we skip years.
Yeah, so just generally.
So around
16, 17 maybe times.
Yeah, but also the times that we go to Disney World instead of Disneyland.
We've only done that like once or twice. But then we kind of make up for it some years.
Yeah.
And we don't got money, so it's like we go to Disneyland, that's our like...
That is our vacation.
That is our vacation for the whole year. They're like, some people, it's like, yeah, like, I got money. kind of bored.
I'm going to go on a trip. No, I seriously remember a couple years ago, at the time I was really into a specific YouTube channel. It was vlogs, and this girl and her husband, maybe boyfriend at the time, no, I think that they had recently gotten married, traveled all the time. Like, they were constantly going all around the world, and I am weird because I get really bad anxiety when I leave the house, but also I'm the kind of person that likes to travel. It doesn't make sense, but it's the way it is.
Yeah.
And I remember going into my parents' room and I told my dad, I was like, I want to go on a trip. He's like, where do you want to go? And I was like, I don't know, but I just like want to get on a plane and I want to go. And he was like, well, we can't do that. It's like 9:00. And I was like, but I want to. And he was like, well, maybe we'll like have to plan a road trip. I was like, I love you. Like, I didn't say this in like a rude way, but I was like, no, like I want to get on a plane and I want to go somewhere. Like, I don't just want to take like a 3-hour road trip to Nevada or something. I want to go somewhere.
Yeah. That actually also reminded me of my very first plane ride. So we were going to Disneyland, and I was terrified. Because, to me, it's a giant flying death machine. When I was that young. Now I love flying.
Yeah.
But because I was so scared, our grandpa was like, oh, okay, I got the miles. We'll just take one quick trip to California and back.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Before our first Disneyland trip, because I was so scared of flying, he's like, we'll just hop on a plane and fly back.
I didn't know that. I'm jealous.
It was a lot of fun. I think it was good for me to go with him the first time, because even though he went in first class anytime he wanted, we didn't go in first class that time, because, he wanted me to be used to it, and I don't think he could take me in first class.
Yeah.
But
the job that he had made him travel a lot, so he was able to fly first class pretty often.
And plus, also those miles, he was...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he'd be in first class while the rest of his family would be in, like, coach.
There's literally one time, I remember we were taking a family trip to Disneyland, and we were all sitting in coach, and, like, I thought that he was going to sit with us, and we, like, were getting on the plane. I was like, where did Grandpa go? And I was like, he went up to first class because he decided that he didn't like the food back here. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that guy.
Oh.
That guy. Never mind. I was going to say we could take a really depressing turn here, but we're not going to. Because happiness. That's what.
So,
that exists
we've been moving around the house.
Yes.
I've changed rooms. In fact, we're actually recording this in the same room. First time ever,
because, like he said, we've been moving around. We're in the same house, but so the way that it is my grandma lives on the main floor of the house, and us and our family live in the basement. But we are completely renovating. Renovating the basement.
It's like you were mixed between revamping and renovating.
I couldn't decide if it was renovating or re-renovating.
Well, I guess technically both because we renovated before,
yes.
But
Anyway.
Just renovating.
So we were renovating the, now that doesn't sound like right. Anyway, the basement. So I got kicked out of my room to do that, and Thomas moved just up. He's now on the main floor permanently. But so my computer is no longer I moved my computer back into my room today, but nice. I don't have like my desk and none of it's set up, but it's technically in my room.
But I also got a podcasting mic. I got the Blue Yeti Nano, and I was just like, hey.
I was going to get one of those actually when I was first doing my setup, but I wasn't really sure how much I was going to do the podcast or if I was really going to record that much.
This one's only $100.
Yeah, the one that I got I think was like $30, and it's not a great mic, but it's not
This
bad
is one of the higher quality kinds of mics. It's a Blue Yeti.
I did some research because I wanted like a mediocre mic for a very reasonable price, and I think like everybody was like you should get that one, and I was going to because it was on sale, but I don't remember why I didn't. And then they were like, if you want a still good mic that's super cheap, like get this one. I don't even remember what it's called right now. It was seriously like $30, but I feel like it's not terrible quality.
Yeah.
It works, Which I actually haven't used in a while. I've been wanting to record a lot recently, but my computer has issues and it doesn't like to edit, and it's very slow, and it's.
So, to change subjects again, like, we tend to do all the time.
All the time. I know. If somebody, like, left the room for, like, 5 seconds, and then they came back, they'd be so confused.
They'd be like, what? I literally left for, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
not even 5 seconds, maybe.
In all honesty, that's even how we are in person. Like, we're just, like, so, as we've already discussed, we love Disney. Specifically me. I'm obsessed with
You're wearing a Disney shirt right now.
I am. But one of the things that, like, I say most, especially when texting, is I do the quote from Alice in Wonderland where it's like, I have a great idea. Let's change the subject. And I say that a lot.
Anyway, back to changing the subject.
Yes.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yes.
A lot of fun. How far are you?
Not very far, though I will tell you. So, me and Thomas share a Switch. So, we are on the
with our older brother too.
Yeah.
Keith.
So, excuse me. We are on the same world and everything. And I was watching somebody else play, like I was watching a different YouTube channel, and they were playing it, just doing, like, a stream or something. And they were, like, on the second day, and they had gotten so much stuff done. And I was like, how the heck have they gotten so much stuff done? Like, actual, like, progress. Like, they were starting to work on the new Tom Nook's store, whatever, and he was, like, already getting people. I found out why we weren't getting people in our town.
Why?
Because you have to use that ticket at the airport. You visit, and then there's, like, one person there, and you go up to them and go, you should move to our island. And they're like, oh, are you serious? And you're like, yeah. And then they're like, I think they moved, like, the next day. So I have 2 people on their way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't read things that people say, and I just went.
The only reason I knew that was because I watched the other guy play. Like, he was like, he's an actual gamer. He knows what he's like. I mean, we're gamers, but, like, not for YouTube typically. So, but like, you have to be paying attention when you're recording, so you know what's going on. People don't yell at you in the comments. And so he, like, got on the ticket, and he was just like, oh, or he used the ticket to get on the plane, and was just like, oh, whatever. And then there was somebody there, and they, did that. They were like, oh, do you really want me to move? And I was like, that's how you do it? So I came and stole our Switch,
Is that when my Switch was gone, and I came in here, and for some reason my computer was off, and...
I didn't touch your computer.
Really? It was, like, fully off. And every program I had open was closed out.
No, I didn't touch it. I seriously came in, grabbed this, got on and started doing that stuff, and then I did some more landscaping. Also, found the palm trees.
Yeah?
They were also when you took the plane. We skipped a major step.
Yeah.
We, like, saw it, and we were just like, huh. We'll use that eventually. But, like, honestly didn't really plan on using it.
So I know you have a house rather than a tent now.
I have a 2-level house.
Oh, okay.
2 house.
You do?
Yeah.
I just got mine when I stopped playing today.
Yeah.
I finished paying off the first house, told him I want next one. That's as far as I am.
Have you checked out the museum yet?
I have. I also donated some to it.
I have definitely donated the most.
Yeah.
I also have been playing the most because I'm addicted to Animal Crossing always.
Yeah.
But it is the animation and just the design and everything is so good compared to the old ones. Like, even though it's still the very cartoony, like, it's not realistic, but it's Animal Crossing. It's not supposed to. But, like,
for sure.
It's so much nicer, and I feel like people who aren't overly educated could look at it and be like, oh, it's not that good of quality, because they, like, when they think of good quality, they probably think of realistic or, whatever. That's not what you look for in Animal Crossing, but it is so much better. Like, even, like, your hair moves, and when you go to the museum, like, the water looks so nice and clear, and the whole design of the museum just looks amazing. Like, I seriously you couldn't wipe the smile off of my face when I was going around.
Honestly, same, except the dinosaur one, I prefer the one from City Folk. I think it was City Folk, at least.
Yeah, it was City Folk. And I, back and forth, I think that I prefer just the look of the one, the newest one, which is New Horizons, is that what it's called? Yeah. However, it's kind of difficult to know what you're looking at or to really see anything. And so that's what I liked more about City Folk. Though I will say, like, the one in City Folk, it seemed very, I don't know exactly how to put it, but it was, like, all just kind of scattered and, like, on platforms and stuff, but I feel like the one in New Horizons is something that would actually be in a museum. Like, it looks like an actual museum.
See, again, it's just the dinosaur one.
But I mean with the dinosaurs.
For some reason,
fossils.
Like, so I understand, like, that point.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just for some reason, I prefer... You can actually see everything better.
You can see things a lot better with City Folk.
Yeah.
You can see things a lot better, like, with the second level and everything. You can see everything a lot better. I do agree with that. I was thinking about it. I think that I prefer all of the exhibits in New Horizon, except for I didn't really like the outdoor as much, because it just felt, I don't know, there was something about it that I didn't like as much. I still loved it, and I was grinning, like, out of control. But the part with the fish and, like, the aquarium part of it was amazing.
That was so good. That felt like an actual aquarium.
I seriously, like, I felt like, it also, now that I think about it, I also got, like, vibes of, like, the aquarium from Octodad.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. I don't know why, but I want them to, like, make, which it would literally not work. There's no way this would work. But for some reason, I was, like, playing our new VR, and I was like, I want them to make Octodad. And just, like, when you go to step, like, your leg doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And it's just...
That'd be an awful game.
I would love it, because I'd get so irritated.
So many people would, like, throw up playing that.
Oh, 100%. I don't get motion sick, though.
No, I don't really either, but people do.
That would not go well. Okay, but I think even if they didn't make, like, an actual Octodad, like, if they kind of just had it like a, what is it? Like the sandbox kind of version where you, like, you're normal, but, like, you can go and, like, play all the games and just, like, mess about in it. I think that'd be kind of fun.
True.
I don't know why. I think that I'm really into, like, sandbox games.
Sandbox games are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Just chilling, just having fun. Mm-hmm. Since the new Animal Crossing has come out, like, I've told people that I'm outrageously addicted and I, like, bring it to work and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell my boss. I don't play it while I'm working. Well, I don't.
Okay. I
put it in my purse, and I do not play it unless I'm waiting for Mom to be done working so that we can go. Which at that point, I'd just be on Instagram anyway. But I've been telling people, you know, like, I'm super addicted. And they always just go, so, like, what's the point of Animal Crossing? And I kind of just go,
Yeah.
Because, like, I told them, it's one of those games.
It's the point of Animal Crossing is to make bells, to...
There's money.
Yeah, so get money, to get a better house, which costs more money.
Yeah.
So
upgrading your house.
So a lot of upgrading, which takes money.
Mm-hmm.
And then upgrading more things, which takes more money.
Yeah.
And then you got the museum, which is digging and fishing and
yeah,
catching
I feel so, like,
bugs.
If you don't know, if you haven't played Animal Crossing 1, where have you been? You should buy it and play it because it's a lot of fun, especially during quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that when people ask me what's the point of Animal Crossing, I kind of sit there every time, even though I say the exact same thing every time. I just go, the point of Animal Crossing is, like, I tell them, I'm like, it doesn't have a point. It's one of the games where you play for the sake of having fun.
Mm-hmm,
like, you know, there's so many games where you play because there's a storyline and you want to finish the storyline, or you want to, you know, get all the achievements or just whatever. Like, and to a certain extent, like, you do want to get as much done as you can in Animal Crossing, but the point of it is to just pass time, you know?
Yeah.
You do it, you, like, it's just a very
It's like, I don't really know what to do. Because I'll play some Animal Crossing.
But it's one of those things where it's not like you only play it when you're bored. It's just, like, it's something that you just enjoy doing because it's so chill. And I feel like during it, like, when I play Animal Crossing, like, I can listen to whatever I want. Like, I feel like Animal Crossing is one of those games that you, like, listen to a book while playing.
Honestly, I feel like it's the new Stardew Valley. Everyone was getting into that because it's like, oh, I gotta kill time.
But
it was a lot of fun.
The thing is that it's not the new Stardew Valley because Animal Crossing's older, isn't it? Not this Animal Crossing, but
Animal Crossing in general is older, yes, but, like, the new one I'm talking about.
The new one,
like, the new one kind of...
The new one has introduced a lot of younger audience to the
Stardew
game.
Valley was also still, like... It was fun, for sure.
Yeah.
You didn't get too much into it.
No, it wasn't really my thing. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't something that I really got into.
But, like, I've always really enjoyed those kind of games. Especially when they can throw in some kind of story that you don't need to focus on.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a couple different kinds of people. There's like the people that like Stardew Valley, and there's the people that like Harvest Moon, and then there's the people that like neither.
True.
And there's like the basic thing is that you either love Harvest Moon and don't mind Stardew Valley, or you love Stardew Valley and don't mind Harvest Moon.
Yeah. Growing up, we were super into Harvest Moon games.
Yes.
Then Stardew Valley came out, and I was like, this is going to be so boring. But I gave it a shot, and now I prefer it over Harvest Moon.
Yeah, you got switched to the dark side, man.
Hey, they got cookies, and not like chocolate chip cookies are good. That's what the light side has. But man, we got some we got the good kush.
The good kush.
We got some peanut butter cookies over here.
Oh, okay, that's fair. But I will forever be a Harvest Moon player.
We got one of those like packs that you can hear the sound of if you see the picture of it. You know, like the clear.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. The other day I think it was earlier today. I was thinking about it. You know what? I want to play super bad. I want to go back and play. I don't even remember what it's called, but like the GameCube Harvest Moon.
Oh yeah.
I want to play that so bad.
There was a few of those. There was.
But the one that we played the most.
The one where you had like the farmhand that was like Polynesian of some kind.
I don't.
There was
I'm looking it up.
2 people who lived, like the twins who lived in the water tower, Casey and something. The old people that lived in the mansion on the hill. God.
Yeah.
The terrible mining, which was basically hoeing some ground.
I was pretty young when we played the GameCube ones. Like, I'm only 16 now. But so I really got into Tree of Tranquility and Animal Parade. I tried a couple of the other ones and they weren't near as good in my opinion.
Magical Melody is another one. It's this one.
We played... No, it's not that one. It's the one next to it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So we played... No, that was the DS one. Hold on.
But Magical Melody was another one of the old... it is this one, though, for sure.
No, because that one...
No, trust me, it is.
Hold on.
Because you're thinking of Magical Melody, I think, Pick.
Are you sure?
It's either Magical Melody or this one. Those are the 2 that we played on the GameCube.
But this one, I don't remember.
This is the one with Van.
Another Wonderful Life? I don't remember that name.
Yep, this is it. Wonderful Life. Or Another Wonderful Life.
I don't remember it looking like the one. Which one's the... What do you say? Magical...
It's one of those ones where you are like... You're like a shorter, super cartoonist. Like...
Yeah, I think... Yeah, so I remember Magical Melody. That's the one that I remember.
Yeah, I remember Another Wonderful Life. Actually, I played both of them a lot.
I'm sure that I played both of them, but I think I mainly did Magical Melody. But the one that I really, really did was Tree of Tranquility. That is the one that I still play now. And on occasion, I'll try the Animal Parade. It's like still a good one. I haven't finished it, and I'll tell you why. Because I have issues. So me and my oldest brother, Keith, have issues. And so... It's still up for debate. This was years ago. But he believes that I deleted his save on that game, even though I'm pretty sure it was my cousin. But he got mad and deleted my save on Animal Parade. And after that, I just have had a bad attitude towards that game. I try to do it, and I'm just like... especially because I was pretty young when I was playing that one. Mm-hmm. And that was the furthest I had ever made it on any game, like on any Harvest Moon game. Like the only thing that I had gotten further on was Minecraft. That was a very abrupt stop.
It was.
That sounds like us.
Well, I said that would happen about halfway in, and well, it's about halfway in where we're just gonna be like,
we just die. Has there been any other games that you have been particularly enjoying or been wanting to go back and play again?
I recorded some Minecraft.
Did you? I have not seen that.
It's probably going to go up after this, if it even goes up. The recording, for some reason, got so laggy.
Oh, that's weird.
And the sound sounded really off.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought maybe it was the metal in here. But as you heard during our sound test before this video, there wasn't like a weird like sort of noise with it.
No.
It kind of sounded like You know that sound when people basically put their mics in their mouth and like,
yeah.
It was like that, but you could still understand me, but it had that noise to it.
That's odd.
I'll show it to
you. Yeah, show it to me later. One game that I haven't played in forever, and I brought this up to you earlier today, that I've been wanting to play again so bad, but I don't think that we have it anymore, is Chibi-Robo.
Oh, that was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
We all had the DS one for a while, and it was not...
It was fun, but it was not like...
It was not the same.
It was not as good as
the one with the little girl who kept saying ribbit.
Yeah.
And was it just Chibi-Robo? Was that what that one was called?
I believe so. I can look it up, but I think that was just Chibi-Robo. I feel like I'm kind of curious when that came out, because to me that's like a classic game, but I also like it probably isn't.
Well, what did you think about Piggies? That was Teresa's favorite game.
Oh, that's true.
It's not gonna mean anything to
you guys, but that's it was just, oh my gosh. Okay, actually we didn't have the Wii one, we had the GameCube one.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is Chibi-Robo Plug-in to Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Hold on, when did this come out? What? Release date.
2005. You were a year old.
I was. So it's like really, it's not like a super, it's a classic to me, but it's not like a classic, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like that specific one, I'm sure Chibi-Robo in general is more of a classic. When did like the original, because if Teresa really liked it, like I'm sure it must have been a little.
No, I think she liked it.
But not like as a kid, just like.
No, but.
What do you mean? Oh,
not as a kid, but like when it came out.
Yeah, I think the first one came out 2005. Which is like, you know what's really sad to think about though?
Huh.
Because to me, like, if somebody says like, oh, 2005, even though I was born in 2004, I'm like, oh, like that was like really recent. But when you come to think of it, like there's been like a whole generation since then. And honestly, because it's 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020.
And so 2005 was like 15 years ago.
Yep.
So that honestly almost makes it more, not necessarily classic, but more classic or more, you know? And that is like literally insane to me. Even, oh my gosh, I was so, our last Disneyland trip, I was so outrageously upset because, so we were doing some shopping in some of the stores. And I was so excited because I saw a notebook that looked like a VHS, and I was so hyped about it.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
I bought it. Oh my gosh. At first I thought it was a VHS, so I was like, oh, like that's cool, but
why do they have that?
I'm like, but why do they have it? Like nobody has, like there's very few people that have it.
Which movie was it?
They had a couple, but I ended up getting the Lilo and Stitch one.
Right.
I think they had Lilo and Stitch, Toy Story, and another one that I'm
Didn't they have Tarzan?
I don't think so. Maybe, I don't think so though. But so like I saw it and I thought it was cool, but obviously I wasn't gonna buy it because I don't have a VHS tape anymore. Like I know very few people that still do. But then we went on some more rides and then decided to do some more shopping again later. And I told my mom and somebody else, I don't remember who, but I was like,
it was me actually. I was sitting right there.
I was like, I have to show you like this, like that they have the VHS tapes. And you guys were like, oh, like, that's weird. And I was like, yeah, but, like, it's cool. So I went over to show you, and I picked it up to show you guys. And then I was like, oh, my gosh, it's a notebook.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my gosh, it's a notebook. So I bought that so fast. But I was so upset, and I'll tell you why. Because right next to the VHS ones, there was normal DVD ones.
Isn't it sad that DVD's not even a thing anymore?
DVD is, like, seriously, it's not really a thing.
Not at all.
At all. Like, everybody's doing digital. Like, we don't buy DVDs anymore. We do digital. We just have all of our old DVDs. And even that, we've gotten rid of a lot.
Well, there was VHS. There was then DVD, then Blu-ray, and then all digital.
And then now it's all digital. Which is
there's still, like, Blu-ray things. But there's not DVD.
If there is, it's just a lot more rare. Like, there's... Not everything comes out on just typical DVD, but like I remember when we first got our Blu-ray and it was like you know, like the new thing, and like there's so many movies that we wanted to buy, but we were like upset because it didn't come on Blu-ray, so we had to like get the combo packers, whatever, like when stuff came out.
Yeah.
Because like we only had one Blu-ray player, and so for all of the other players, we had to get the combo packs of the Blu-ray and the normal. And like that's not even a thing anymore. Like you get the Blu-ray.
If you're getting
a DVD at all.
Yeah.
Which is just insane.
It really is. Okay, so we both stopped us there because we thought someone was about to walk in, and that would have been
awkward because we're us and we are very awkward. When I go to take a drink of my water, you have to keep talking.
You don't want it to make the obvious noise of you swallowing that water? That's disgusting. You can leave, Napoleon. ASMR, nice.
Yeah. ASMR. Hold on. ASMR. The Beloved. Did you ever watch
It probably could not even pick you up saying The Beloved very well.
That was
Who knows? Guess we'll find out.
If you guys watch The Odd Ones Out or Jaden Animations, they like did a video on ASMR, and that's like now like they've done that in a couple of their videos. They'll just like stop and they'll like get really close to the mic and just be like, The Beloved.
That is awful. I don't like that.
Because that was a video that they watched about it. They said that. So apparently there was like a Shrek ASMR. It was interesting.
You know, I'm thinking to change the subject again.
Yes.
I love this picture that you drew for me. Which you copied.
Only kind of. Only yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking about replacing it for an attempt. I'm probably moving it back eventually. Maybe for some video.
I want to redo it, but like, I really like the look of this one.
I really do.
It's all cute, and I think it is
I want
kind of messy.
To first,
I like it.
Maybe one video change it to that one I have up there.
Oh, yeah. That one is a good one. I don't have that much talent.
It's another one of those copied ones. But
one of them copied ones.
But it is still really good. You guys aren't going to see what I'm pointing at in my room.
It's spoilers. This is what's the word when a teaser. It's a teaser.
Yeah. Kinda. If it comes up, like ends up being a logo for a little bit, maybe I'll have it as my can I get banners yet? I don't know. I think you have to.
No, you can do a banner.
Maybe I'll do something about it for my banner. Maybe I'll do something where I have like different. Oh, that's right, because I have the one already where it's just like a picture, like a forest.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll do like this picture with like some other bears up around it, like like my original bear that I had on my very first.
The one they got from Google.
Yeah, which I ended up like distorting the color of it to make it a little bit darker.
I still have my drawing of me trying to copy that. It's so bad.
Yeah?
I do... Okay, I've always been very bad at drawing animals, but I've been practicing a lot more recently, and I actually think that, like, I like the style of this. It's very doodly, and I like the doodly style. But I was looking at it the other day, and I'm like, I kind of want to retry it. Like,
I would like you to attempt to do one where you're not copying. That way, if whoever happened to have originally made this happens to see it, to be like,
But the thing is that you have to kind of remember is that, specifically when it comes to animals, you can stylize them to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But, like, no matter what, I can't just, like, draw a bear. Like, I'd be looking at references and stuff, and somebody could take the same reference, and if we were to draw it similarly, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I do agree. I want to, like, look at real life.
It doesn't even have to be, like, this, though, too. It could be more, you know, that up there where it's, like...
more cutesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do still... I want to look at more references, and specifically bears, because I think we both can have an obsession with bears. More you than I, but...
My favorite animal.
But both of us do.
Something, if you do a sort of original, I wouldn't mind an attempt at a bear sitting at a table with this mic, or like a mic.
I think it'll take a lot of practice, and in a couple of years we might get there.
Well, this is the video where it was talked about that I requested this.
That OGs, like when this finally happens, OGs will be like, oh my god, I remember when they said that. Yeah. Except for that nobody follows us except for people that we actually know.
Actually. No.
No?
No, there's a few different subscribers to this.
Call out to you guys, a shout out.
Yeah.
You guys share this with your friends.
Oh?
People? His middle name is Eugene.
And they were roommates.
They were roommates? You probably can't hear, but our brother's outside of the door and he's yelling and talking to somebody and we're just copying what he says.
Well, you understood the and they were roommates reference, right?
I don't remember. Ah. Hold on, what? Are you leaving because you're mad at me? Okay, bye. I think he is shook that I don't remember. That or he's going to get something. And they were roommates. And they were, and they were roommates. I don't get it. What am I forgetting? Oh, he's coming back. I can hear him.
It's Vine.
I thought that it was a Vine, but I don't remember what Vine. You'll have to show me after this.
Yeah, I will.
Because I heard it and I thought that it was a Vine. I don't remember what one it is. Disappointed.
Extremely.
That's fair.
What were we talking about before that?
Bears. Beats.
Battlestar
Galactica. I think it's my exit now.
I am so upset.
That I don't remember that Vine?
Yeah.
Is it really that basic of one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm looking it up on my phone now.
No.
Yes.
Not yet.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Pig no.
Why?
No. No, don't leave. You can watch it after.
This is my leave. Hold
No.
on. No, I need to.
No.
I need to.
No.
I need to.
No.
I need to.
No.
I have to go pee.
That's a lie. Oh, like I was saying though, it's because, or not because, the people who are. Why are you leaning so far in?
Because we keep looking away from the mic and we're already having volume issues.
Fine. No, we're not doing that.
I think the beloved. The beloved. Okay, go ahead.
So there's another podcast. Subscribe to this one. I'm sorry that I don't remember your name. It's been so long since I've looked at subscribers because I don't post at all. And then there's another one that I was like, who is this?
Could you imagine if somebody was just scrolling on YouTube, saw this random Unbearable podcast and just went, I'm not doing anything better, and actually listened to us ramble for an hour and a half?
We are not going an hour and a half. We're just going.
Yeah, but we have in the past.
We have.
Could you imagine somebody actually just doing that and then enjoying it enough to subscribe? We're not that funny.
Mm-mm.
You guys must be real sad.
Thank you, though.
Yes, we do appreciate it. Tell all your friends how amazing we are. Also, I know a couple friends of ours are going to watch this, and I'm very self-conscious about it. Where did my water go?
I don't know.
Aqua? Oh, it's right here. It's by my leg.
Makes sense. You got issues.
You got them too. Laughs. We have them. We all sound psychotic.
I'm thinking about leaving again.
I'd like to leave permanently.
I'd like to leave this world permanently.
That's what I mean.
So
Depression.
Oh,
no.
Same thing. Happier notes. I don't know. Put in the comments what you guys want to hear us talk about next time.
What are some topics you want us to talk about? Because this time we seriously were kind of just like, oh, like Animal Crossing, COVID-19, let's record because we're bored out of our minds.
And it was literally because someone we know saw my mic because we were doing a video thing. And they're like, oh, do you guys podcast? And I kind of leaned forward in front of the rest of the family. I was like, I do.
I did. I leaned in front too, actually, because I said yes. Because even though it's your podcast, I'm on almost every single one, so it's half mine.
Yeah, because I've only had one other guest.
And I'm like, I'm the go-to guest.
Yeah, because you're the only one who's like always available when I want to do it.
Ouch! And because I'm entertaining. That's a good one. Whew. See, I told you.
First funny thing you said. Your whole life.
I'm like, I gotta go.
No. No.
I thought you were going to tickle me.
No.
I got real scared.
I keep trying to record games, though.
Yeah.
And the video, for some reason, always gets awful. Like I said, after this, and after we look at the Vine, I'm going to show you the Minecraft video I did. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to show you the full thing, because it's mind-clicking. It doesn't say how long it is, but look how many kilobytes it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is like a good... I think I was going to edit it some. Actually, I think it's only like a 20-minute video. But, like...
Yeah.
Like how I said already in this, that terrible audio.
Yeah.
And then also the video is super laggy, hence why I have it named here, the lag and the horde.
Uh-huh.
If it gets posted, you'll all see why. And when I show you, if you watch the whole thing, I didn't figure you would see why.
Yeah.
But it is so, for some reason, choppy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. Like, I've gone through, like, things on, like, OBS, which is what I use for recording, on how to, like, what people use for all of their stuff. Mm-hmm. And everyone's basically saying to do this, what I have set up. So I don't know why it's so choppy. Before, I had recorded some stuff, and it was never...
Yeah, I've recorded stuff on the same system. I've never had that issue.
Yeah. So I don't know why suddenly it's like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, just cause, so I'm just gonna say this because I don't know if I keep wanting to like quote different YouTubers, and then I realize that not only will you not get it, they won't get it.
Like what?
I just want to go plug, even though I can't say it fast enough because issues. But I'm just trying to say plug. Fast and a lot because I'm gonna plug my Instagram, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So as we were talking about earlier, you were thinking about changing your logo, and you were also just, even though this is already your channel, you are going subscribe for more because I'm gonna be doing more stuff, and that's plugging your own channel.
Yeah.
But so as was discussed, I was the one who drew the current logo for the Unbearable podcast. Mm-hmm. But basically, I'm just going to say that I'm getting better, and I'm practicing a lot, especially with the virus and the quarantine. I've had a little bit more time to be practicing, and I feel like I'm getting better. So just go check out my Instagram, check out some other stuff. It is, what's my Instagram now? Hold on, now I have to check, because I have two. I have a personal one, and then I have an art one.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
I think it is Orchid Art Orchid Art, and there's a little drawing for the picture. So go check it out. Yeah. Plug.
Sorry, not to,
Yeah, no, go for it.
Quiet and multitasking.
Multitasking.
Haha. Keep talking. I can't talk and try to find something at the same time.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I actually haven't posted on my Instagram too much recently, which I should. But as we already discussed, we have been moving around the house a lot. So I actually lost all of my art supplies until today. But I had been borrowing some friends' supplies. Actually, the last thing that I posted, I went over to a friend's house, and I wasn't even planning on doing. They were kind of just painting. And I was like, oh, that looks like fun. And so they gave me a piece of paper, and I just started painting. And I went and bought some more art supplies the other day at the store because I couldn't find mine. And then, of course, I moved back into my room today, mostly. So I found all my art supplies. And I've kind of been, like, at a loss of what I want to draw. Like, I mean, I have a lot of stuff that I want to draw, but I feel like I'm just, like, it won't turn out how I want it to, which makes me not want to do it, which I know is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to, like, challenge it, and then, like, eventually you'll figure it out, or, you know, it might not turn out well, but it helps you learn. I'm a wimp. I look at that and go, oh, that's gonna look less than mediocre, and I back out, and I don't do it, and I draw, like, an eye, because that's the only thing that I think I'm mediocre at.
Yeah. Aha, I got it.
What were you doing?
Trying to relog back into my Unbearable podcast Instagram.
Oh, I forgot that you had an Unbearable podcast. Oh, you should post a story saying that we're recording.
I was just about to post.
Ooh.
Picture.
Go check out the Unbearable podcast
Crooked
Instagram.
Like. It says share, and like back at. Ooh, but you got to do at, as in, you know, at symbol. It. Again.
You know what? I'm gonna make this a little bit more difficult for Thomas. Both of our Instagrams will be linked in the description. It's not even that hard.
Okay. And in my channel, like, about section, I do have my channel email if you want to email me there for any other ideas or fan art or anything, even though there's not going to be any of that right now, because maybe 10 subscribers?
Let me check. I'm gonna check for you.
Thanks.
I don't know if I'm the only one who's done this, but have you ever, like, Seeked?
Saiyan? Super Saiyan? Goku?
Ah! And, hold on, what's the... Oh, now I'm getting distracted from Psych. The, what? Oh,
Woved.
the... Woved... No.
Weavy, woven, woved.
Weavied? Woved. The keys that I meant... Anyway. You seek out smaller channels because you want to see them grow and then be like, I've been here since, you know, whenever. I feel like you guys can do that. You can be our OGs.
Yeah.
You want to be the OGs. So subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thomas, I just really realized your thing is still your original logo. Like your...
Yes, it is.
I never realized that. I thought that it was...
I have not changed that yet.
Fair enough.
16.
Yeah, it's taking a while. 16. Who all is subscribed?
Our friends? I don't know. It's one of those things where you can only check people that don't have their, like, subscribed, like, things on their channel turned off.
Yeah.
So I only see 2 of them when I look.
Yeah.
And that one is, still don't remember what it's called. It's something like The Cousin Show or something like that. Or I've probably gotten that wrong. And again, I am sorry. Also, I've realized I sank back and I started talking quieter for some reason.
Whoopsies. Hopefully you can still hear us.
Hopefully you could hear me well. Anyway, I'm going to sit forward now. And basically other than that, it's friends.
Yeah. This was just an idea that I just barely had because a lot of people more recently have been moving to live streaming on YouTube for many reasons, or just live streaming in general.
I did think about putting something on. I actually thought about streaming this on Twitch too. Then I was like,
what? There's something on your glasses. You should watch that. But no, I was thinking about it because with the quarantine and stuff, everybody has been talking through Zoom. And so we were going to get a webcam for your computer. Mm-hmm. What if at some point we did, like, two things. What are your guys' thoughts about, just on occasion, like, if we record using the webcam or doing a live stream where we're using the webcam? Because I feel like it's sometimes a little bit easier to get noticed when you do live because it, like, shows up because people would want to watch live when it's live more often than not.
Yeah. And then we can read what people are saying when we're like...
Yeah, we can talk about everything, and you guys can give us more suggestions on what you want to hear opinions about, or we can hear your guys' opinions. And
you just want to scream at us? I don't care.
Go honestly. For it. It'll be interesting. We'll have
some kind of feedback.
Yeah. Hopefully, be nicer than that, though. Be respectful.
I mean, that'd be nice. Obviously.
But we are hitting to be about an hour of this recording.
We are. Why did you have to point that out? Now we're going to be very awkward, even though we already were. More so.
That was supposed to be a help as a smooth transition to maybe stopping.
No.
No?
No.
You refuse?
I refuse.
How long are you planning on this recording going?
Exactly an hour.
Tom, we're awkward enough that we are making this outro. Are we going to try to get this outro going for 4 minutes?
For 4 more minutes?
Okay, what do we say on our outros typically?
Good question.
Let's look it up.
Nah. So when I left, I went and got a Diet Dr. Pepper.
I saw that.
Not a sponsor.
But you could be.
I'd appreciate it. I could use the money.
The beloved.
I thought about doing it too, and I was like, I don't remember what it is.
If any of you guys understand that reference or watch Jaden or The Odd Ones Out, leave a comment because I'd like to know. For some weird reason. We're not awkward at all. I'm still so close to this mic.
You can tell when it gets up here in the
so close.
Oh, that just...
Warning to earbud earbud? Is that what earbuds?
You could just say headphone users.
Headphone users. But I feel like it's not as, it doesn't hurt as bad when it's like around your ear, but when it's in your ear.
Either way, it hurts.
It hurts. The pain, too much to explain. Gotta stop what we're doing, because this is just insane. The Boar Bears got me, and that's seriously lame.
Do you really have to bring up that
Thanks, Mr.
memory?
Boar Bear. I guess I win this game. Did you know that Isabel didn't know what the tiki room was?
I changed my mind. Have a good day. Bye!